1971, he wrote me and said that he'd had a heart attack. And he was concerned, not for himself, but for the fact that the plan was now by now very successful. They had about 4,000 families, and he was afraid that he would die and the plan would die with him.
But it was really Father Gus. There was something about him. I had taken the course here at the seminary, Catholic Social Teaching by Father Ryan. I was doing a lot of examining of my own attitudes. The whole area of justice was new to me in a way. I had to really examine many things in my life.
To my shock, in 1987, the Cardinal called me to his office. And he said, Sebastian, I have given a commitment to Monsignor Augustine Kandathil. He is getting rather sick and he needs a successor.
So he said, can you help me find some religious community that would take over the plan? Because though people die, religious communities go on and on. Then one evening it struck me that perhaps the seminary could house the plan. And I went to Father Jim Kerrigan, the rector, and had a chat with him one night. And I told him about the plan. And I said, do you think that we could set the plan up here? And Father Kerrigan said, let me talk to the bishop about it.
Save a Family plan, it would be really an exemplary way of living out the call of the gospel, the call that Jesus gives us to be instruments of love and justice in our world today.
And Bishop Carter was in agreement. He said, invite Father Augustine to St. Peter's Seminary, see that he has office space there, and see that he has free room and board. So in the fall of 1972, Father Augustine moved to St. Peter's Seminary. The plan grew by leaps and bounds after he came to the seminary. And was also great for the students because the students, many of them served as volunteers with the plan. Father Augustine then stayed at the seminary until 1989.
I was intrigued by this man as a priest who obviously received permission to give full time for this organization that he was setting up. It's wonderful to meet somebody with make such a solemn commitment. It touched me very deeply, and I wanted to be involved.
Priests had come before, but Father Gus was sort of a founder, stubborn guy. The priest could not get along with him. So Cardinal said, I cannot go on doing experiments. You go and adjust with him. So in 1988, January 1st, I landed in Toronto. A lot of snow, almost 6 feet of snow. I came out of the airport. I looked at the snow. I had only one prayer. I want to go home.
When you talk about Save a Family plan as an instrument of social justice, I think it goes, what we do at Save a Family plan is not only meeting the needs of the poor, like education, for example, is helping them get the education, the training that they need so that they can rise out of a poverty in their own lives.
But the plane had left. I had a one-way ticket, left there. The first thing that I noticed when I came to London, there are not too many people with my skin color, I missed them. Very conservative. And we were in the basement. Father Gus, quite miserly in his approach. See, I used to work as a secretary for the Cardinal, sort of a bit high profile. So the first thing that he asked me, there was IBM typewriter. And he used to type. And the ribbons eventually loses its ink, So he told me, go into the other room, take these ribbons and re-ink them, I just couldn't bear this, He said, I thought to myself, I'm a priest and, I have been ordained for 5 years. Look at what I'm doing. So that is the first day has gone. Second day, he said, there are 200 envelopes. he sealed them. So I was trying to put the water on them where there is a glue. He said, no, that will take lot of time. You can put it on your tongue, and he sealed them. I knew why people could not get along with him.
We need to be able to respond to for many of us, our baptismal call, really to respond to the missionary call of outreach, supporting and accompanying our brothers and sisters. We remember the Beatitudes, blessed are they.
Those people who generously donate to Save a Family Plan, their money is going to families in India who are in extreme poverty.
The first little girl that we sponsored, and how they worked with her. She had some physical disabilities, and worked with her, and then were able to move her along to a better facility and provide the care that she needed. I was thinking about her. So she would be an adult now, and as you said, maybe married with children herself. So it's fun to think about that. I think it just responds to the desire for people to be able to share the blessings that they have.
But then he used to tell me, I will go. You have to take up this work. I used to tell in my heart, Monsignor, we'll go together. I can't take this up. And Father Gus said, I'm going to be out. You manage it. Only because of God's grace, I survived. But then there was some divine grace telling me, Sebastian, when you were a theologian, you prayed for a favor. You wanted to work for the poor. Stick on. Keep your heads flowing.
I had always hoped that I'd see him again in his lifetime, but I didn't. He died in 2001. And so I guess that's the story.